convener of Open Nigeria. Yes. Anchor of Nigeria now, and matters are rising. Yes. We are here today again. And let me welcome all those from TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. If you are visiting us for the very, very first time, we welcome you from our hearts. And we say thank you for taking your time of your busy schedule. There are millions of channels. There are millions of pages. There are millions of individual accounts. Yeah, but you chose us. We celebrate that. That is like $1 million given to us. Your presence matters a lot. So help us reach our goals. Help us reach our potential. If you are watching me from TikTok, do what you have to do. Help us reach our potential. We do a lot of things for ordinary people in Nigeria. And we have a mission to expand our reach. Yeah. So if you support what we do, we will bless other people with it. It's not because we need personal money. We need to learn how to pull together, because the criminals among us have seized everything. They have seized our resources. They have seized our polity. They have seized everything to themselves. And what they do is to make us slaves. So we come cap in hand begging them every time. That is why the situation in Nigeria is so deplorable, because they have wantonly destroyed the people and made them so poor that they cannot even raise up their fingers to ask a question. A poor man cannot ask a question. In those days, an angry man, a hungry man used to be an angry man. But in Nigeria these days, the hungry man is so subservient. The hungry man cannot ask any question. The only thing he thinks about is food now, food for. Yes, you cannot preach gospel of liberation to a person who is so weak, tired, and about to die. There has to be some food. And that is why we have decided to adopt a new way of engaging our people, so that their distraction will be lessened. This hunger, we want to do things that will put our people to making some income that will help them work, and then so that they will live like dignified human beings and not paupers. Politicians decided to make our people poor. It's a deliberate policy. Yes. So that is why we are saying that we have all these resources, abundant human, mineral, and natural resources. But we lack one critical thing, perhaps the most important part of it. The leadership resources. We don't have it. Every Nigerian leader is a thief. I am a Nigerian. I'm 63 years old. I lived half of my life in Nigeria. Nigeria was good during the first stanza, until they created the hell that they call a civil war, but that was a genocide. That was where the trouble started from. They wrecked the country serially and progressively, and they have not stopping. They have not stopped, and there is no hope that they will stop unless we rise up. How do we rise up? By uniting. We, the oppressed people, have to come together. Yes, we don't have all the money. They have stolen all our money. They have hijacked our resources. Good people don't have access to becoming leaders in Nigeria, like it is in other places. Yes, if Obama was born in Nigeria, he would never smell the presidency of Nigeria. Never, never, never. Obama Barack, the son of a Kenyan, he would, if he was born in Africa, especially in Nigeria, he would never smell the presidency of that country because of the economic status of his parents. Obama Barack, at the time he became president of the United States, He did not have the amount of money I had in my bank account as a business person. But what the system was watching him as a huge potential to lead America. When the moment came, America took him. Yet they did much more to take him than he did to get into that position. His work already spoke for him. He was an organizer. He didn't have no money. But people were listening to him. The oppressed people were listening to him. Urban organizer. When there was protest, there was need to speak something, he was there. And then some people picked him up. He made one speech. From there, he became a senator, state senator, and then national senator. And then look at where he ended. Two-term president, record breaking, the first black man to be the president of the United States. America is full of potentials for making history. That is why I'm flying this flag. So if you are angry, you are a Nigerian, you are an African, you are angry, yes, I want you to get angry so that all of us can unite. Because Nigeria has so much minerals that America does not have. Africa has a lot, much more than this country has. That is why their corporations will leave the United States, they will leave Europe, they will lose China to come and take resources from Africa. So if we, the African people, don't look at our environment, because we are like a people who were programmed not to interrogate our history. We are very much afraid of interrogating our history so we can do things differently. We want to do the same thing over and over again. Tribalism, religious nationalism, regional foolishness. Yes, rotational presidency. Instead of us looking for the best to deal with situations around us, we don't question our environment. It has to take somebody from China. It has to take somebody from America. It has to take from somebody from France. It has to take somebody from Europe, from Britain. Yes, Little Britain that says Great Britain. It has to come from Germany to come and discover minerals in our places. That is shameful. Yes. And then when they come and discover, they will take the lion's share of everything. In fact, they will take 99% and then throw 1% at us. And they will tell you that they are giving us AIDS. We have a problem of leadership that we must address. And the moment is now. That was why our founding fathers told us, Africa unite. That was their vision about 80 years ago. But where are we with that? We have had all these puppets being leaders of African countries. Nigeria, the worst case. Nigeria is the worst. Nigeria, they say at the independence, Nigeria was supposed to take off. See, all the people were in the same developmental stage. They have all taken off. Brazil, Malaysia, they have taken off. And driving leadership, driving good economy, providing for their citizens. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yes, that's why we are where we are. That is why I am talking about something very important today. So I'm flying the flag of America. Yes, not because I was born here, but my children were born here. Yes, they go to school. They have access. They even have access to work if they choose to work as, as students and going to school. Where is that access in Africa? Where is that access in Nigeria? It's only reserved for the criminals holding the country hostage. And what do? They bring their children to America. They bring their children to Europe. They take their children to Germany. They take them to France. They take them to where now maybe China now they have perhaps started going to China. They know where the good things are. Good things that great leaders built for their countries. Yet they send their children at very high cost at the expense of Nigeria to enjoy those goodies while they are destroying ours at home. And sadly, majority of us, poor people, deprived people, economically disenfranchised people, will still be the ones advancing their causes We still be the one promoting them on the social media. We still be the ones dying for them during the election, carrying ballot boxes, carrying guns, and be killing opponents for them. We should be ashamed of ourselves. And perhaps now stand up to say, okay, you know what? It's time to rethink. And that is the reason why I am here. I love Nigeria. I love Africa. When you say love, I don't know how to quantify it. Die hard. You know me? Die hard. It means you can die for that place. I can. And if I see good Africans, yes, critically conscious Africans, patriotic Nigerians, those are the people I'm looking for. Let us build a critical mass of critically conscious Africans, Nigerians, to retake our country and our continent, and to build that great United States of our Africa that our forefathers, yes, I'm talking about the likes of Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Sekou Toure of Guinea, Modibo Keita of Mali, Nnamdi Azikiwe in Nigeria, though he was prevented from reaching his full potentials, Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya, yes, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, yes, um, um, what do you call it? The guy in Robert Mugabe, yes, sabotaged the Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. Yes. Kenneth Kaunda operating from Zambia. Yes. Later, Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso. Samora Machel. Yes. Samora Machel, Mozambique. Yes, you name it. Augustin Neto operating from where? Yeah. Augustin Neto. And Amika Cabra. Great guys. Augustin Neto from Angola. Amika Cabra. Yes. Great guys who laid their lives, who put their lives on the line for Africa. Robert Nesta Marley. Yes. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, who started it. Yeah, the originator, the instigator, the catalyst for the decolonization of Africa. And the demand for respect for the African people everywhere on earth. Is this generation, are we making them proud with the way we have been handling ourselves? Yes, that we have become so docile. We can't question our leadership. We don't even have the power to choose who our leaders are. Nigerians are holding an election, 5 presidential candidates traveling at very high cost to London to present their manifestos in a country where the vote is not going to take place. What is that supposed to be in the 21st century? And they are misleading our young people who now are ambivalent, unsure, and lack the confidence required for them to drive their citizenship. Yes. So what are we doing? We need some electroconvulsive therapies. We need some shock waves to wake us up, to wake our people up, and wake our countries up, and wake our continent up. That is why today I am talking about why the youths in Nigeria are relegated to the background, why nobody respects the youths in Nigeria. You know why? The true youths of Nigeria are not the ones at the forefront of youth leadership. And I'm going to read something to you. If you are a Nigerian today, after you hear what I'm going to read, it is okay for you to go to the restroom and cry. Yes, and question yourself about the position you have taken all this while that our country has derailed and become so eroded to the extent it is. Jendo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, it is a question we must address. And now is the time to address it. Yes, we come from a country where people talk about tribe. I am Hausa, I'm Igbo, I am Yoruba, and all that. Nobody talks about I am Nigeria. It's not never talked about. And then when you hear them talk about Nigeria, they don't even understand what they are talking about. Yeah, because nobody is teaching anybody anything anymore. The study of civic has been removed from the academic curriculum in Nigeria. The study of history removed. So the Nigerian youth doesn't even know who he is. Nigerian youth is defined by the television, defined by Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. That is what we are. TikTok. Yes, that's what defines us. We are not defined as Nigerians. We are not defined as Africans. External forces are defining us. And then when you are defined by those forces, you can't be a good citizen of your country. So this is the reason why I am here. This is the reason why we are documenting everything we do for this and the unborn generations of Nigerians. Because the Nigerian system has denied everybody access to the critical information that they need, that all of us need to grow and develop and progress and prosper in a country without threats. Look at our country today, Nigeria. Nigeria is most insecure. Nigerian economy is the worst on earth right now. The educational system run down. Healthcare delivery system non-existent, infrastructure gone, and Nigeria has the worst roads on earth. Yes, go to the airports in Nigeria, you will weep. Yes, but this country is an amazing giant. Yes, they say potential, potential. We have been told that Nigeria is potentially great. When are we going to attain that greatness? Move ourselves from being so potentially great. It's going to take you and I, and it's going to take a leadership to make it happen. Where is that leadership? Leadership driven by corruption, leadership powered by drug use, leadership by an identity thief and a terrorist, a leadership by brigands at the National Assembly, a leadership by brigands from and the judiciary, leadership by brigands at all levels and in every sector of the country. Look, I am a Nigerian. I am a proud Nigerian, but I'm not proud of Nigeria. Not this type of Nigeria. I'm not proud of the leadership of Nigeria. The country is a beautiful, beautiful country, great country. The country can take off and surpass the United States. If America could break away from Britain and went back to work and built their country, and then they overtook, yes, demolished the British Empire to take over and stay on top. Since over 250 years, yes, became a superpower. Nigeria can do it. Americans are not more intelligent than Nigerians. No, they are not smarter than we are. Yes, we have brains. And a lot of things that happen here, Nigerians are behind them. Science and technology, all the things that you hear in the Pentagon, new discoveries, computer, war machine, Nigerians are in there. Africans are there as the drivers. Yes. But when it comes to building our own, why is it that we're not able to do it? That is the jinx we must break. And we must break it in this generation. And that is why I ask you, if you're a Nigerian, follow me at Open Nigeria Now movement. Yes, the Open Nigeria Now movement. If you are an African, we have the Africa Unite platform. First on YouTube. If you are following on Facebook, Africa Unite. Yes, Africa Unite. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Great to see you. I'm talking about Nigeria and the disaster that Nigeria has become because Nigeria suppresses its young people. The young people have no confidence. They don't know what to do. They are confused. They're in a state of ambivalence. So that is what I'm talking about. So if you're joining us for the very first time, we welcome you and thank you very much for doing so. And invite you to subscribe to our channel. In addition to joining our membership, we want to grow our membership. We want to grow a unified global movement, build a unified global movement. So please join our membership to support us to grow and support us to raise men from across the world. Raise men in Nigeria, raise men in Africa, raise men everywhere. Yeah, that there is need for that. So we can build a great world. So we are looking for great people who can, ordinary people, that's what we need. So what I'm talking about, Nigerian youths, the leadership of the Nigerian youths is not representative of the youths of Nigeria. First of all, the way they bring about youth leadership in Nigeria will make you cry. A 60-year-old like me, 63-year-old man can go become a youth in Nigeria. Did you hear that? Those who lead Nigeria. If okay, let me show you something on YouTube right here, right quick. So you see the example of youth who are leaders in Nigeria. All right. Let me see. I'm trying to do something right quick. I don't know why this thing is not bringing it up. Yes, I wanted to display on the screen. Okay. All right. This one is not okay. Not what I want to do. Let me see if I can bring a better picture. A better picture. Yes, I wanted to show you something about the youths in Nigeria today. Ah, it's not. We're not getting it right. It's gonna work. All right. I'm sorry, I am not able to immediately bring that to bear right now because I really wanted to show you a picture of the youth leadership in Nigeria. Those on Facebook, I'm sure you are seeing it. Look at all these men. They don't look like they're in their 20s. They don't look like they're even their early 30s. Some of these people are 50 years old men, 60-year-old men who are nominated as the youth leaders in Nigeria. Yes. And I'm going to read something right quick, for you to see what I am talking about. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Sam Onyekwere, Nigeria has a kakistocracy government instead of a democracy. Bola Tinubu already said he's a youth. Yeah. Okay, that's a Nigerian reacting right there. So if you're on Facebook, you're going to see the picture that I'm displaying for you and sharing it for you. I wanted to do the same on TikTok, but the system here is not letting me do it. I don't know why. And I wanted to actually show those on YouTube too. The pictures of typical Nigerian youths, Nigerian youths of today. It's disgusting, really very disgusting. Yes, what we see. So if I go to Nigeria, I'm 63 years old, not a young man like that, but I have a young heart. I enjoy good health. I still play soccer, at my age. Yes, but in Nigeria, I will pass for a youth. And I will sideline the youth, the true youths, to become their youth leader. Imagine a 63-year-old man being the leader of youth and then claiming that he's a youth. That is fraud. So that's why. So the Nigerian youth is displaced. He doesn't even know where he belongs. He doesn't know who he is. Because those that he's supposed to lose, his peers are 60-year-old, 45-year-old, 70-year-old. Yes, youth leader. He's the youth leader. Youth leadership staff assistant. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So, where will you go with that? So they sit down on the youth of Nigeria. They use, oh God, the same thing is happening. I've been working with the Nigerian youths. Really, I'm so close to them from all regions of Nigeria, from the southwest, from the southeast, from the north of Nigeria. There is nowhere I don't know at least 5 youths in Nigeria that I've worked so closely with. You know, the what comes out makes you bleed, makes you cry. Yes. Okay, Sam, you are watching from America. Okay. Thanks for your good work. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sincere and deep appreciation. I'm here in Houston, Texas. Which state are you in the US? Yes, so this is exactly what it is. So please, Sam, it would be nice to collaborate with you because I can't do this alone. So all of us need to join hands and join voice together to do what we can to inspire the people, especially those that we can inspire in Nigeria. Yes, I'm talking about the young people, the ones that are ready to be saved. Some of them don't want to be saved. I've worked with them. In fact, if I tell you how much money I've lost through the young people in Nigeria, you'll be amazed while I'm still here talking. Corruption. They are so transactional. They want to be paid money. They want to be given money. Sometimes you give them money, give some of them money to do anything. They vanish with your money. You don't see the money anymore. And then when you corner them, they want to act like you owe them something. Yes, that is a big problem. Not another big problem. So one, they are misrepresented by old people who are supposed to be nearing their graves as youths. Secondly, they have imbibed the culture of corruption. Yes, they think that somebody has to pay them money for them to be patriotic or for them to be responsible citizens. They don't ask me who is paying me money. Nobody is funding me. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Yes. Sam, he's not my president. He's not the president of Nigeria. He's an ancestor. That is why he went back to the old national anthem written by our colonizers. Yeah. Since they went back to that national, I used to sing that one. Yeah. Now me and I'm an opposite man now. Since they went back to that old national anthem, which was a very good anthem, to be very candid. Regardless of who wrote it, all we needed to do is to own it and customize it to support who we are. But the problem I have is a criminal came, removed what somebody who thought he was patriotic did, and then took us back to that. So the criminal loves good things, but he cannot do good. He's a criminal, he's a rogue, he's a drug dealer, certificate forger, and an identity thief. Yes, paired with a terrorist. Yes, and everything about him is a fraud, criminality around him. There's nowhere, nothing when Tinubu touch that is straightforward. It's a total rogue. Look at what he and his children are doing. He unleashed them. His son went to join the Mieti Allah, the biggest terrorist organization in Africa. The daughter is he appointed his daughter unconstitutionally as the Iyaloja General of Nigeria. What is the meaning of Iyaloja? I don't even understand, but it's a Yoruba thing. Okay? Iyaloja General of Nigeria. Oh, is that constitutional? What is her role? And now that Iyaloja daughter of his is going around the states appointing more state Iyalojas. What is it that they want? What are they doing? State capture. All right. See, his son was the other day, it was inaugurated into the branch of Mieti Allah, the biggest terrorist organization, masterminding the killing of Nigerians. Yes. So, and then he's working with the rogue Fulani elites who brought into power through the back doors after they violated all of our strategic institutions, including the armed forces that has become a tribal army right now that cannot fight Boko Haram. The only time the Nigerian army have a cohesion is when they want to go to the southeast to kill Igbos. That is the only time they unite. But once it is about Boko Haram, the army, the Nigerian armed forces is in disarray. What a disgrace. But before I proceed, I want to read something because there's something coming up in Nigeria. Oh my God, let me see. Let me not lose this. I'm going to bring it back. Yes, something going on in Nigeria. All the criminals have gathered against Nigeria. Yes, they have gathered against Nigeria. And it's a sad thing. But I'm trying to get this. Just give me a second. So I read something to your hearing. So you hear how far gone Nigeria is. Yeah, why we are where we are as a country and as a people. And that requires us to either wake up or we perish as a people. I'm trying to get that. Yes. Yes. And there's something I would love to ask. Yeah, about this Nigerian youth presidency. I interviewed one in 2021. Something Adodo, Solomon Adodo. They said he was the president of the Nigerian Youth Council. So I asked him a question about how they elect them. Do the youth of Nigeria come together to elect these people? Yes. Never heard about them running campaigns about electing a youth leadership in Nigeria. So that's an interesting thing that I would love to know. The answer that I got was not quite satisfactory. So maybe perhaps somebody will have to educate us on that while we are working. So I want to know how somebody becomes a youth leader in Nigeria to the extent of being, some of them say they are the president of the Nigerian Youth Council. Who elects them? Are they appointed? And is it democratic? And now, who is their appointer? Why are they appointed? What are they appointed to do? What role do they play in advancing the cause of the young people in Nigeria? Those are the questions that some people will need to answer for us. I am looking for uh, an article, something somebody published that I am going to read. I had it just a few minutes ago here, so I don't know why it disappeared. But I'm looking. Just give me a second because we are evidence based. So when we talk with the audacity of the truth about what we do here at ONN and Open Nigeria. So just give me a second. Let me look and see that is something the government supporting, lining behind one man is not a youth. And I show the picture here. Those on Facebook will be seeing it. The pictures of about five of them. I believe they are the aspirant, those who want to be the youth president of or the president of the Nigerian Youth Council. Yeah, what a shame! What a disgraceful thing. So I am trying to get that. Yes. Let me just see. I don't know why I'm not seeing this anymore. Hmm. Just a minute, please. I'm gonna get it. I know it's here. I'm just trying to catch it. and read the message associated with it to you, where we are as a country. And then, let's go and ask ourselves questions about the kind of country we really want for ourselves, and how long we'll continue in this deceit. How long we'll continue to allow these criminals to hold us hostage. And why we are not standing up to demand for our rights, to live like normal human beings, and not to be reloaded like pigs, yes, like they have been doing for a very long time. So, what point are we going to get tired and then say, no, we are not going to continue this nonsense anymore? So, that is where we are right now. We are at a crossroad. Nigeria is at a crossroad as a country. Yes, the deceit everywhere. Everywhere you look is something crazy going on in Nigeria. In the church, it's going on. In the mosque, craziness. In the marketplace, stupid things going on. Everywhere, the country is in disarray. The country is like a joke where children are playing. That's what they have reduced Nigeria to. So, how long are we going to continue? Did they withdraw this message? Is there any reason anybody should take it down? Yeah, because I'm sure they know that a lot of people, but I made sure that I kept it in a place where I can easily reach it. I don't know why I'm not finding it anymore. I don't know why. Yes, our country is like a place where children are playing. A whole giant, they say it's giant of Africa. Nigeria has been so dwarfed. Lawless criminals run the show. Yes, everywhere you turn is something that will make you feel sad about Nigeria. Yeah, we got to fight. We have something to do. All right, great. I found it. Now, listen attentively. It's a meet Nigerian youth. See what they have turned our country into. NYCN 2025. I believe this is a year for an election or the appointment of the Nigerian National Youth Council. All right. Wiki, a terrible man, ex-governor of Rivers State, and then the rogue minister of Federal Capital Territory, endorses Ododo. Okay, we say Wike Okpewolo. Ododo endorsed Babangida Okorie for NYCM president. Those criminals. I've been hearing about this Okorie for a very long time. He's always around government buildings. So he's a child of the establishment. And he is not a youth. The same thing, Babangida. They are not youths. They are usurpers. They are robbing the youths. They are not allowing the real youth, the young people in Nigeria to breathe, to express themselves, to try their hands on leadership. Yes, let them make all the mistakes that needs to be made. Everybody made mistakes. Yes, China now that is building infrastructure across Africa made so many mistakes before they became perfect. In our own case, we are not given the opportunity to make the faintest mistake. They will go because it will benefit them to go outside and bring those who will do it, and then they will quadruple the cost. Yeah, that's what we've been suffering. Okay. Now, Minister of Federal Capital, no, it's not it's a rogue minister. The rogue minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, alongside Edo State Governor Lucky Okpawolo and Kogi State Governor Ahmed Osman Ododo, has endorsed Comrade Babangida Onimisi La Isa for the position of the president of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. The endorsement followed a closed-door meeting held at the Federal Capital Territory's minister's residence in Abuja, where discussions focused on youth leadership, national unity, and the need for credible representation within the council. Now, before I move, let's pause here. The endorsement followed a closed-door meeting held at the FCT minister's residence in Abuja, where discussions focused on youth leadership. Which youth leadership are they talking about? Old youth leadership, right? All right, national unity. Where is the national unity in Nigeria? There's no national unity in Nigeria. And the need for credible representation. Who is the one talking about credibility? Is it Yeson Wike, who took all the money in River State and put it in his pocket as governor? The one who was doling out money, he gave 500 million naira to his friend Aminu Tambuwa in Sokoto when fire got the market there. But right there in his front, at the Bundu waterfront in Port Harcourt, over 3,000 young children, I'm talking about children, and their parents live in shanties around the waterfront with nothing. A friend of mine had to donate nearly 1 million naira to help buy medicines, anti-malaria medicines, and mosquito net for them on my behalf in support of my work a few years ago. Yes, yes, on Wiki took 500 million naira to give to a man who does not need 20 million to rebuild a market that was burnt. Yes, it's okay. We are all Nigerians. You're a physician, heal thyself. You have a problem of over 3,000 children. They eat and drink their pee and shit. They shit and pee inside the water, inside the river. That is the same water from where they cook their meals. That is where they throw their feces into because there is no sewage system. There are no toilets. They will poop and throw inside that water, and then from that water they will still drink. Yes, and then mosquitoes torment them. A friend of mine had to say, "Hey, smart, what can I do to support your cause?" And then it was handy. There was this young lady, Edith Nwosu, Foundation for Children, was handy. So I directed him to Edith. He donated about 800 and something thousand naira to Edith, to support her mission to buy mosquito nets, buy medication that she distributed to those children at Bundu Waterfront in Port Harcourt, River State of Nigeria. Yes, you see the deceit we see in Nigeria. You see the recklessness, the arrogance, the insensitivity, the irresponsibility, the elitist stupidity in Nigeria that we talk about all the time. And then sadly, you see still some young people promoting and marketing these criminals as leaders. All right, let's continue. Political observers described the endorsement as a major boost to Babangida's ambition ahead of the forthcoming NYCN national election. Yes, how do they elect these people? Who are those? At what? Where do they? How do they choose these leaders? Yes, children of the elites. They are in charge of everything, and they are doing this ahead of their, I hope, will not happen election of 2027. So they position these touts everywhere to mislead the young people in Nigeria for their votes and for their support. Yes, that's what it is about. Now, let me read this. Um, okay, let me see. Yes. Ariza, hey, thank you very much. Yes, yes. Oh, Sam, you are in Dallas. Okay, we need to talk, man. All right. Yes, let me leave my number for you. Want to reach ONN. The number is 713 Once again, 713-281-5435. I would love to talk to you. Let's connect outside the stream. All right, Reza, thank you very much. Bambaklad, you said so, right? Yes. And a name with an acronym BAT We love flying and operating at night. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, also in Igbo language. Yeah, I agree with you. The newly appointed INEC chairman, Chief Justice CBN Governor, DSS, EFCC, Director of Police, Air Force, Immigration, Customs, Civil Service are all Yorubas. 2027 election glitch in place. I agree with you. The same thing Buhari, that's why he said that he was going to continue Buhari's hellish policies. Are you surprised about that? I am not surprised. Yes, so that's why Nigeria is walking like a lame dog. It's not moving forward. Everything is coming crashing. Nigerians, get prepared for the worst. This is just the beginning. You're going to see the worst. Unless you can now stand up. Unless the people of Nigeria can now stand up. Unite to end this. Unless Nigerians from the east, west, north, and south, those Nigerians who love their country beyond their tribe, beyond their religion, and are desirous of building a country like I would love to see. Unless we come together, things will get worse. And they are speeding, the country is spinning out of control. Really, very rapidly. Very, very rapidly. A country where some people are insensitive, they don't care about the feelings of others. Yeah, that country has a problem. And that is exactly what it is. And that was what Buhari did for 8 years of his ruinous leadership of the country. He brought all the terrorists from Fulani, his Fulani gang, to destroy our country. The Minister of Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, was a man. The United States and other intelligence sources have decoded and notified the people of Nigeria that this man is connected to terrorists and terrorism. Buhari ignored it. And then foolishly, Nigerians keyed into his national identification project. No, that's a lofty project, great project, but it was to gather the data of Nigerians. Who knows what he is doing with them? So that's just what it is. But a terrorist. But sadly, our brother Peter Obi was going to him to talk to him. So they are the drivers of the new ADC Fulani coalition. Yes. I don't know why Peter Obi, what is his problem that he's so desperate about wanting to be this president that he's mingling with all kinds of crazy people. Yeah, man, I'm disgusted, that dealing with hanging out with El Rufai, regardless of all that these people have said about him, regardless of how unpatriotic they are. So when they come together, assuming they make him president, they make Peter Obi president, how will he function as a president with those uh, unfriendly allies, people with blood in their hands? How? He will be a lame duck president. He won't be able to do anything because they are going to come with their interest. And then he has to fulfill that. And then the country suffers. Why? I don't know if anybody can advise him to stop for real because this is not a time to toy any further with Nigeria. We have suffered enough. Our people have suffered enough. This is time for us to be real. Well, let me continue with this. All right. Political observers described the endorsement as a major boost to Babangida's ambition ahead of the forthcoming NYC and national election. In his reaction, Comrade Babangida Onimisi Isa, Onimisi Isa, all right, expressed appreciation to the leaders for their confidence in his capacity. They love to use that word, capacity. Pledging to justify the trust. Oh, yes, they were to help a rig vote, right? And this endorsement is a call to service. I will work tirelessly to promote unity among Nigerian youths and pursue policies that advance their interests. What is the interest of the Nigerian youth? Supporters of the aspirants have described the move as a reflection of growing confidence in Babangida's leadership credentials. I never heard about him as one great guy. And his long-standing involvement in youth mobilization across the country. Youth mobilization for who and for what? Youth mobilization for politicians, for APC, for political parties. He's not mobilizing for the young people. Is he aware that over 70 million Nigerian youths are jobless? They are jobless. It's either they are totally jobless, unemployable, and underemployed. Yes, yes. So a young man who has all this media capacity, we've not heard about that. And then who are those endorsing him? Those holding the country hostage. It's not like it's an independent person. Why will Nigerian youth not be able to hold an independent election, be then we for ourselves and then for the people of Nigeria? These are government youths. Government youths. I don't want government youths. All right. Um, Comrade Babangida Onimisi Issa, a youth development advocate and social mobilizer, has been involved, actively involved in several grassroots initiatives across the country. Where are they? What are these initiatives that they are talking about? He is widely regarded for commitment to youth empowerment. Oh my God, another useless word, youth empowerment, civic education, and inclusive leadership. They talk about all this with a reputation for bridging divides among young people from diverse backgrounds. The National Youth Council of Nigeria is expected to hold its election soon, with several aspirants jostling for key positions. It ends there. All right. All right. So that's what it is. That's what it is. One is painful that old men are the faces of leadership in Nigeria. Late Buhari Fulanized Nigeria. And Bola Tinubu is Yorubalizing Nigeria. Well, yeah, with everything that he's doing. And it's really sad. Yes. I don't even care, assuming that all the people appointed were good people and doing the work, working in the best interest of Nigeria, and we are seeing the result. I don't give a damn. But they are not. They came as a legion to unite in the destruction of Nigeria. And that is so painful and so sad. That is where we are. So my message to the Nigerian youths, I don't know if there's any alternative way that or alternative set of young people who truly are independent of the government, fake government in Nigeria. Yeah, that can unite to advance a cause for the real Nigerian youth. That is where, but these ones are government boys. All right, they will never do anything good. It's a waste of time. Nigerian Youth Council, really, how do they elect them? Yeah, it's interesting. And the same thing is happening in NAMS, National Association of Nigerian Students. They have corrupted that organization. They have destroyed it. Just how do they run the leadership? Majority of them are not in school. They are not currently enrolled in school. I saw it myself. I worked with some of them. Yes, they will go and register for graduate courses, but they don't attend classes. All they want is to be president, secretary general, and financial secretary, working, interfacing with the rogue government. When there is anything, they will hijack the voice of the true students who are currently enrolled in school. So those people don't even know who their leaders are. They make deals, make a lot of money. You need to hear how much it costs to become a national president of the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students. Nigeria is a very, very corrupt country. This is what you see in the mainstream Nigeria. In the mainstream Nigeria, yeah, what you see in the mainstream Nigeria, you see a miniature form of it. at the tertiary institutions, especially when they want to elect the association's president. It's not what it used to be in the days gone by when NANS was the voice of the people of Nigeria. No, the NANS now is the voice of politicians. They get them paid off. You see a young man, the young one that is president of now, right now. I met him when I ran for Senate in 2019. He was one of those boys milling around me. But I didn't believe in giving anybody money. I didn't have money for what they wanted. So I let him go. Yes. When he was elected, they were shooting all over the place. NANS is for cultists right now. You have to belong to a court supported by a politician. They buy them guns to go and kill one another and shoot their ways to power. Nigeria is in trouble. Yes. The next generation, the young people of Nigeria that we have today, no, because they are not well groomed. They are not well prepared for leadership positions. Their positions are hijacked by old people, 60-year-old youths advancing a cause for youth leadership in Nigeria. How will that work? Okay, Sam, let me take this. You said Peter Obi won 2023 presidential election, but Bola Tinubu bought it from INEC. Yes, but yeah, I have a problem with Peter Obi. He won the election. There's no doubt. I supported him. I put a lot of money in his campaign. I don't even know him. I didn't call him. People were trying to connect the two of us. I said, no, I'm not interested. I did what I did as a Nigerian patriot. I did what I did because at the time, he was one that sounded like a human being. But I'm so disappointed. I became disappointed in him, how he allowed the election go, how he could not marshal the young people, the massive support that he had. He could not take advantage of that. Yeah, Bola Tinubu could have purchased the election, but he couldn't have purchased the power of the people of Nigeria if Peter Obi had provided the type of leadership that was needed at the time. That could not have happened to me if I was involved in that election with the massive support that Peter had. I had a quarter of that. No, Buhari will not go to sleep. INEC office will be taken over for as long as it will take for them to do the writing. The Supreme Court will be seized. Yes, I'm talking about it. It takes a leadership to make that happen. He was afraid of dying. Yeah, when you put yourself in a position like that, you should be ready to die. Actually, to run for the presidency of a country is death sentence. Didn't you see what happened to Donald Trump? He was addressing people, somebody fired a shot at him. Yes, that is death. That is, you put yourself at that point, you should be ready to die. Peter was not ready to die. He wasn't a revolutionary. Good, we are not looking for a good man now to lead Nigeria. Yet we're looking for a good man, but we are looking for a solid good man who can stand tall, who cannot take bullshit. He took the bullshit, and they told our people to keep praying. What did the prayer lead to? Okay, we started saying judiciary, all eyes on judiciary, including me. We were all shouting all eyes on judiciary. When the time came, did the judiciary not do what they knew how best? Nigerians could have seized the court. Nigerians could have taken over Abuja. It will take only 1 million Nigerians, only 1 million Nigerians to seize Abuja for as long as it will take for Tinubu, Buhari, and the rest of them to run away. They will, but there was no leadership. Peter did not stand up to lead. What his fears were, I don't understand. Yes. So at the point this whole thing was happening, if they had arrested him with the kind of fire that was about to erupt in Nigeria, I don't know anybody who would have dared him to arrest him. But he refused to move. And then you know how it is with us. Everybody went their way. And now we are waiting for 2027. Now, what is the guarantee that we are not going to get a worse outcome with the way they are assembling right now? Sam, I'm sure, I don't know how close you are to Nigeria. You sure? You see what is going on right now. I am telling you, even the ordinary Nigerian right now is more concerned about food. Yeah, but I want to ask you, tell you something too. Yes, 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 yeah. It was, but yes, if Peter had no choice. Peter had no choice. If he had asked for youth outburst, Nigeria could have been in chaos. Now, tell me, is Nigeria not in chaos? What type of chaos is worse than it? How many? You know how many Nigerians are dying every day from the chaos the country has become? It would have been better for us to have that chaos once and for us, for all, so we settle this whole matter than postponing the devil's day. Now, what is the guarantee that 2027 is going to provide a different outcome? And you see, the ADC coalition is a Fulani coalition, elitist Fulani coalition. The terrorists, those who are masterminding terrorism, ADC with Atiku, yes, with Atiku. Do you know that all of them, every typical Fulani man is involved? Yeah, I'm telling you, every typical Fulani elite, through their active involvement, their passive involvement, and their conspiracy of silence, they are involved with what is destroying Nigeria. Oh, do you trust Atiku? Have you ever heard him condemn the activities of Boko Haram? Have you ever heard him condemn what the ones they call Fulani bandits are doing? But they are the same people, the same terrorists. They give them a sweet name when they are in other parts of the country. In the north, they are terrorists. In the southeast, they are bandits. Yes, they are the same. Let me tell you, my brother, nothing is going to change. Peter should have done what he needed to do as a man. Die and go. You will still die, whether you like it or not. Yes. Well, it happened. If I were in his position, I would have behaved differently. And then let that hell be let loose. Because this is the only thing that these people will understand. Democracy with these criminals? No. Not right now. We need a revolution in Nigeria before we can start talking about sanity and democracy. Right now, this patch and leak is not going to take us anywhere. Now, I present this scenario to you, right? The terrorists, masterminds of terrorism, are gradually leaving the APC. They are headsmen. They love to move. They are moving into ADC. All right. And they have this mentality. They want to be the leader of everything. They want to be in charge of everything. If you go back to the history of Nigeria, 10 out of the 13 heads of states, yes, some of them came twice. 10 out of them were either directly Fulanis or those remotely Fulanis. Yes. And even the other three had to uh, have one kind of connection or the other. And that's why they all failed. 13 heads of states could not deliver Nigeria for 65 years. Look at where we are. So now I ask you this. Peter Obi, Atiku, what is his name? El Rufai, all right? Isa Pantami, terrorist, and Abubakar Malami. Yes, he was Attorney General. Yeah, that provided the blueprint that prevented, insulated Boko Haram members who were arrested and detained from being charged and tried for treason. Yes. And he was the one who wrote the legal framework for absorbing terrorists into the Nigerian army. And they called them repentant or repented terrorists. They brought them into the armed forces. I know the armed forces very well, but I don't want to talk much more about what I know about the Nigerian armed forces and the Nigerian security architecture in general. I know a lot about how it runs. It's not the people's. We don't have Nigerian armed forces for the people of Nigeria. The armed forces that we have right now is Fulani armed forces. They have the command and control infrastructure. That is why they are not able to fight banditry and terrorism. Because the drivers, a lot of the commanders in charge of the armed forces in Nigeria are sympathetic to the cause of a Boko Haram terrorism and Fulani banditry in Nigeria. So, if you have you heard about a Major General Abubakar? Yes, a general officer commanding. He's involved with terrorism. The young man who exposed him, the army has been looking for ways to kill him. But I think that young man has run away from Nigeria. But from there, he's sending a lot of messages, releasing a lot of information about what is taking place. If he was someone else, they would have removed him from the army. You know, that man is still in his position as the GOC. Now, how will you fight terrorism with that? Someone with a soiled hands. So that is why they cannot win the war against terrorism. Tinubu is involved. He needed it to be involved. The people who helped him to power are the masterminds. Do we call their name? The fake Sultan in Sokoto. El Rufai recruited the bandits, the terrorists from across West Africa in 2015 when they had it that Buhari must win the election. Yes, yes. Hey, my brother. Okay, Sam Ekwere. You say I'm very close to Nigeria. Oji Uzokalo has been my close friend right from secondary school in Government College Umuahia when he was 16 years old. I was in HSC and he was in class 2 and my junior. Yes, Oji Uzokalo. Is he a good man? No, he's not. He's one of the betrayers of Ndibo. He's a terrible guy, dishonest. Yes, and he's a Fulani apologist. He cannot stand up to do anything right for the Igbos. It's all about his own personal interest. I know Oji Uzokalo, though not from a close range, from his activities and his corruption. This is a man who wrecked Abia State. What did he do? I hope you know the transformation that is going on in Abia now under the new governor. That guy is exceptional. Yes, if what they say about what he's doing there is anything to go by, I'm talking about Alex. He's exceptional. What odd user Carlo took him and his mother took over the entire budget and put in their pocket. He didn't do a damn thing. Yes. Okay, Zeke Bazo. I hear a judge in Abia sentenced him to death for the massive looting he. I don't know how they are going to enforce that. But that's just the thing. Also, Ojus Kal is not a good man. It's a terrible representation. It's a disgusting Igbo man. Yeah, so that's just what it is. So, and the reason why the Igbo race is not moving forward. Yeah, we even have to talk about that. The Igbo political leaders are aliens, so distant from their people. They don't care. And it makes me ask a question. When they talk about Biafra, you see this massive number of young people, big time. You see the number, I feel like, okay, great. And then when it is time for them to vote, who do they vote for? You see these aliens like Orji Uzokalo. You see these aliens like the one in Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. The one in Anambra, Professor Soludo. He speaks grammar, but he's not a good leader. Then the new one in Mba now in Enugu State, and Ugwai before him, and Sullivan, all distant, very distant from their place. So I begin to wonder, how do the Igbos choose their leaders? Why do they choose people who are against them? Look at what the one from Ebonyi is doing, the former one that they say is Minister of War. Yes, David Umahi. Yes, that one is Tinubu Aslika. Yes, you're an Igbo man. Igbo man, Igbo people need to wake up. They are not doing well at all. I don't understand why anybody, if I were like when Nnamdi Kanu was out there doing his thing, I don't know him personally. I wrote him a letter. If you want to fight Nigeria, don't bring Nigeria to the Igbo land to fight them. You want to fight Nigeria from everywhere. But he didn't listen. He should have learned from what happened before. If I have to take arm against Nigeria, I'm not going to fight Nigeria from and bring the hell to Delta State. No, I will strategically take on those hurting Nigeria from everywhere in Nigeria. So that's just what it is. Yes. Yeah, he will call you whenever because he will need you. Yes. Yes. I agree with you. He will. He will call you. Absolutely. Because you were his classmates. But when you engage him on some of the things that he's doing, he's not going to ever tell you the truth. Yeah, but you know, I'm happy that you know him and perhaps you are from the same place. Look at the development of Abia State under him as governor and the development of Abia State today under another person. Then the difference is clear. And I think you'll be able to draw an inference based on that. They are no good. They don't care about the people. They care only about their pockets. They don't care about the young people. They don't care about tomorrow. They care only about their children and their cronies. And that's it. Yes. And then when they come to World Igbo Congress, I don't even know why people give them the microphone to speak. It does not speak to the future of young people in Igbo land. It does not speak about the goodness or the development of Igbo land. He comes there just to answer that Igbo man, and that's it ends there. It is sad. But that's just by the wayside. I'm talking about the young people of Nigeria. How are we going to rescue them? How are we going to wake them up? How are we going to unite them for the benefit of Nigeria and for their own benefit? It is very, very important. It is very, very, very important because we cannot continue that country the way it is going. The Nepalese, you saw what the Nepalese youth did just a few, not quite 2 months ago. They came together. They said they had it, they're tired. We can't continue this way. And they did what they had to do. Yes, they did what they had to do to free their country. Yes. And their corrupt political leadership. Yes. Their corrupt political leadership now on the run. Yes. And their country is free. So that's what we need for Nigeria. And we need it now. An election will not cut it in Nigeria. I'm going to be very honest with you. Yes. An election will not cut it in Nigeria. We have to do something. How are Nigeria is going to hold an election and there's no pathway to it. What kind of election are we going to hold in Nigeria? No pathway, no electoral reform. Yes. And then when the time comes, it's still going to be the same old thing that we are used to. We can't do that. There has to be a pathway. And the rogues should not be allowed to lead Nigeria again. But how are we going to dislodge them? We have to do something conscious. We have to do something urgent. And we have to do something now. And everybody should wake up. Everybody should wake up. Everybody should wake up to set Nigeria free. If we don't do it, if we don't do it, if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody is going to be doing it for us. They have scared our young people. They use the army to fight them. They use everything against them. But freedom is not free. Freedom is never, never, ever free. You got to fight for it. Nobody on earth has been awarded freedom. Oppressors are not in the business to award anybody freedom. Okay, okay, I am from Umuahia, okay, Abia State. Oji and very close to me in government college. Mazin Nandekano and Oji Kalo were in government college, Umuahia, after I left. Yes, I agree with you. What has it done to to demand for the freedom of Fernando Kano? He's not going to hear anything. He will make noise and go away. Yes, because they want to remain politically correct. When a young man who is speaking for the people of Ndibo is languishing in jail, and I'm telling you this, that Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail, is being held. Some Igbo hands are involved. Some Igbo hands that are scared that his release will challenge their position. They are involved. They are seriously involved. So that is why they are holding him in captivity all this long. Yes, it is time. It is time we do something. It is time we wake up. And it is time. The only people who drives a nation to life or otherwise, it's young people. They have decimated the Nigerian youths. When I mean decimate, they have decimated them mentally. They have actually castrated the Nigerian youths to the extent that the Nigerian youth does not even know who he is, what he wants anymore. You are in a country where young people in Nigeria, they aspire to be SA, special assistant. Special assistant without no job description. They just wake up, dress up, and be running around politicians. Every youth in Nigeria, like I come from Delta State. In the last dispensation, every young person that is in politics was a special advisor on youth mobilization. What do they do with that? They mobilize thugs, and that is it. They give them money to share ahead of every election. That is their job. But their peers, you know where they are. You and I know where they are. University of Texas, Dallas, their peers are conducting experiments. Yeah, John Hopkins University, young people are involved. Yes. Do you see young people in America running amok after politicians? You only see them when the politicians come. They come to the university campuses, and the students will gather to ask them tough questions. What do you have for the future of young people? What is your position on healthcare? What is your position on the economy? Because those are the things that concerns them. Yes, what is your position on science and technology? Yes, and the various things. Yes, then national security. Yes, these are the questions people ask here. The young Nigerian is not asking any question because he doesn't even know what to ask. They didn't develop him. They didn't grow him. They didn't grow him to be anything. He was just born a Nigerian. He doesn't even know the history of Nigeria. He doesn't know a damn thing about Nigeria. The small thing that he hears about Nigeria, mostly wrong. Yes. And driven by tribal sentiments. The only thing young Nigerians know, oh, it's an Igbo man. Igbo people are no good. Hate them. There's a Yoruba man. Yorubas are betrayers. Hate them. Yes, and all that. But we refuse to look at our country holistically. And they never teach them love for country. They never teach them that to build a country requires sacrifice. Just like you and I knew in our days. Yes, they taught us how to love our country. They taught us that the country is our responsibility, that we must not allow it to go to waste. And that is why the patriotism some of you, us, have is still here with us. But after us, what happens? We have a new legion and a generation of those who will auction the country because they think that is the best thing they can do. Yes. Okay, so okay. The January 15, 1966 coup d'etat in Kaduna and survived the Nigerian Civil War. I remember vividly when Chukwuma Nzogo by Amadu Bello in Kaduna. Yeah. Yes. Amadu Bello was a very wicked man. He was the one who shot Nigeria in the brain. So I believe the bullet he got, he deserved it for shooting a whole country. So he committed a treasonous act. I don't know if you have ever listened to that speech he granted on day one, hate speech directed against the Igbos. That was too much for a leader of a country. That was too much for a man that had the type of followership that he had. Yes, very, 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 very well outspoken, very articulate man, but he did not use his intelligence for the good of the country. He paid the price for his carelessness. Yes, it's so sad that that had to happen to him. Yeah, but I'm not sure why he did not weigh what he said. In the supposed one country, yes, whose independence was premised on one country, one nation, one destiny. They refused to lay a foundation for the building of a genuine country. Look at where we are. Amadu Bello, from what I know now, because we used to blame the Hausa people as responsible for what happened to Nigeria. Yes, they seized the Hausa people's voice, seized their language, commit mayhem in the name of the North, and then call themselves Hausas. They try to build a new ethnic demography called Hausa Fulani. But I'm sure you hear what is taking place now between them and the Hausas. The Hausas are now rumbling. I am telling you that within the next 1 or 2 years, you will hear what is going to happen because the Hausas are done with the Fulanis. They have now opened their eyes to seeing what the Fulanis did to them for 221 years of being subjugated. Yes, starting with the invasion that they call jihad. Jihad driven by politics, finance, and economics. And a tradition that they have continued when Nigeria became independent. They are the reason Nigeria is dysfunctional. They are the reason Nigeria is not working. And they are the reason Nigerians must rise up to end that ugly trajectory. We have a beautiful country that we are not able to build because we have been pandering to an irresponsible minority. Yes, yes, who have this obnoxious impression that they own the country that they did not own. So that is why if you're a young Nigerian right now, you got to wake up. Come join us on Facebook at Open Nigeria Now. Yeah, when you go to Facebook, we want to build a movement, a credible movement to take on the Nigerian system and break it. If we don't break the back of the Nigerian system, on which the young Fulani elites have relied to destroy Nigeria, we are not going to get anywhere. We have to unite to uproot this ugly Nigerian system that produced criminals like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yes, Kashin Shetima, Atiku Abubakar, Erufai, yes, Abubakar Malami, yes, Issa Pantami, and the rest of them. We have to uproot that system and build one country, one open country called Open Nigeria with free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunity for every Nigerian to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to their abilities and levels of competency in a non-threatening environment that will foster unity and national security, peace and progress. That is what Open Nigeria represents. That is what I drive. That is why I'm here every day preaching this message that we can do it, do right. We can come together. We can come together, unite the country. Yes, build a country that does not pay so much attention to anybody's religion, but to our citizenship and our nationhood, and then the fire to continue to build on it. That's what I represent, and that is what we preach. So if you're a young Nigerian today, join us. Follow us on YouTube. Yes, at ONN on channel 1. Yes, you never go wrong. We speak the truth that is so inconvenient for others to do, because we are not connected to the evil called Nigerian system. We don't benefit from it. We don't rely on politicians to support us. You support us as you are preaching. Send us super tank. Join our membership. Support our cause to expand our message and expand our reach. That is all. We are happy, where we are. Yes. And okay, you said all right, let's see this. Let's see this. Okay, you said, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yes. No, brother, he was just a tribalistic instead of a racist. Buhari and Abacha are worse. Yes. Uh, T.Y. Danjuma, by Aguiyerosi. Yes, I know. I know. They are driven by the same ideology. It's the same thing. They can't change. Corner them, they can't change. That is why they are most uncomfortable now. That is why they are so desperate. That is why they have lost the Hausa people. The Hausa people have left them. So Nigeria is witnessing a major change, but it's going to cascade into something. Yes, watch and see. And let's say, I want the Hausa people to be free. Because if the Hausa people are not liberated, I and you will not be liberated. We will continue to struggle. We will continue to limp. Our country will continue to suffer. The liberation of how the Hausa people is critical to the liberation of the entire Nigeria. Thank you, all those who joined us in this live stream. We love you. We appreciate everything, and look forward to seeing you in our next stream. Brother Sam, thank you very much. I would love to talk to you, from time to time. So let's see how what we can do, And again, I sincerely and deeply appreciate you, joining us on this stream. So on YouTube, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. And if you are not a member following us yet as a member, please join our membership. That will help us. I will all know, Sonny. Hey, how are you? Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. We are about to close the show. You are just joining, but it was good seeing you too. And if this is your first time joining us, please, subscribe to our channel. We have great things, great message every day, driven by the Almighty. We don't take bribe. We are not afraid of anyone. We do this work the way the Almighty wants us to do it, to liberate and inspire the liberation of our people. That is what we represent. Brotherly, okay. Brother, read and speak Hausa fluently. Wallahi, why? Ya icha haka. Ni ma mna ji Hausa sosai, but maybe perhaps not as much as you speak it. Yes, the Hausa people are very good people. Yeah, it's just like the people of Nigeria did not know who an Hausa man is, and we are just beginning to learn, who the true Hausa people are. Those who hijack Nigeria and speak Hausa are fake. They are not Hausa people. They are so ashamed of themselves that they can't even speak their language. They are criminals, and we don't want those type of people driving the destiny of Nigeria. We want the destiny of Nigeria to be driven by those who love Nigeria from their hearts. Yes, and that is exactly what is going to happen. That is the only way Nigeria can move forward. We don't want a people who want to build their own country at the expense of Nigeria. Yes, yes, that's what Osman Fodio and his children want for Nigeria. But now that we have seen the light, we must stand up for our rights. Bye for now, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow on our next stream. Thank you for joining, and I hope the young Nigerians took away something from this. And please, don't forget to share this message with every Nigerian youth or Nigerian person that you know, so that they will enrich and begin to question those who have been misleading them. Bye for now. All right, say Anjuma. Alhamdulillah. Take care. Bye now. Yeah, I know. Kage Jiko. All right, take care, man. Bye bye.